We have just 11 games left to play of the season, and we are 2 points off of a Champions League spot somehow. I'm not quite sure how we've done this, because we've lost 8 games. We actually haven't done particularly well. We've done all right. Obviously, 12 wins is a decent amount of wins. 43 points on the board so far. We're going to be playing Leeds and Leicester City in today's episode. In between episodes, we've only played 3 matches, winning 2 of them, and then losing 5-1 against Manchester United, beating West Ham, Adams with 2. We were the worst team. Omlin getting an 8.7, saving literally everything that went anywhere near him. Beating Newcastle as well 2-1. Adams and Timu Puki in this. We should have won by more, arguably. And against Manchester United, we were rubbish. And we played Nathaniel Boot. He got a 6.0. That was his debut. We have no centre-backs, or we had no centre-backs for the Man United game, which wasn't ideal. The starting lineup for the Leeds game at Ellen Road then will be Omlin in goal, Livramento, Bella Kotchap, Kaleta Carr and Walker Peters in defence. Ward-Prowse, Lavia and Onyeka in midfield. Aribo, Armstrong and Shea Adams as our strikers. We do have Tino Livramento back from his long-term injury. He's played about 2 or 3 games. I mean, I think he actually played in the last episode, didn't he? Came off the subs bench, played as a centre-back. So, you know he's back. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's play Leeds. I don't quite know why we're wearing our blue kit. I feel like we should be wearing our dark green kit. It's a lot less of a kit clash. But anyway, it does not matter. It's a computer game. It's not real. They might fix it for the full game. Harrison with a free kick for Leeds. Taleta Carr tries to clear it. The effort from Robin Koch comes in but goes well over the bar. So far, first chance goes to Leeds. We just need to keep hold of the ball, basically. Ward-Prowse with a free kick for us towards Kaleta Carr. Aribo's there instead. Meslier can hold on to that headed effort from the Nigerian international. And it does not look like the highlight is finished. Meslier's big kick over the halfway line. A player that we were linked with at the start of the season to be our number 1 goalkeeper. And obviously we brought in Omlin instead. It's Luke Ayling on the right-hand side. 7 minutes. That's all we've got so far on the clock. Ayling gets past 1. His effort is not very good. It goes wide of Omlin's post. Free kick for Ward-Prowse on 20 minutes towards Lavia at the back. Not the best, really, from the youngster. It's cleared. Chaleta Sarr collects it. Livramento to Ward-Prowse. Now Bella Kotchap finds Walker Peters, trying to break our way through slowly by the looks of it. Onyeka's ball forward. Aribo was about 4 hours offside. He's hit the underside of the bar anyway. And it's going to be a free kick to Leeds. Yep, fully where I said 4 hours offside, not 4 metres. Still not quite at half-time. In fact, only about halfway through the first half. We've got the ball through Lavia. It's blocked. Livramento controls it, gets past his man. And Tino Livramento, after missing basically, 9 months, 10 months worth of football in real life and in the game, has come back with a bang. 1-0 to Southampton. Tino Livramento takes the lead for us after half an hour. And let's just hold on now, pick up 3 more points. Harrison with a free kick for Leeds towards the back post, and they've hit the outside of the post. It goes wide for a goal kick. That goal as well has moved us up into 4th place. We're in a Champions League spot right now. I know Newcastle have got like 2 games in hand over us. Man United, who are plenty of points ahead of us, have got 3 games in hand over us as well. Rodrigo's running towards goal. Omlin just palms it over the bar into the crowd. Corner for Harrison to take just before the half-time whistle then. It's come in towards the middle. Kaleta Carr, Chaleta Sarr, even that's his name. It's a very difficult name to say. Cleared the ball. Half-time whistle goes up in Yorkshire. We have the lead thanks to Tino Livramento. And we are looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Very good performance. Keep it up. Che Adams, rubbish. Apparently, I can't get any performances out of strikers. Strikers are either the best thing in the world or the worst thing in the world. There is no average performance from a striker. Luke Ayling with a throw for Leeds. Aronson has it, crosses it in. Sinistera is there, and I think it's gone over. It has gone over. I thought Omlin might have got on the end of it, but he didn't. Leeds have had 1 shot on target, now 2 shots on target. The XG is in their favour, but the actual scoreline is in our favour. Right, we're going to do some changes. Mara is going to come on. We're also going to do Ollie Inca coming on as well on the left-hand side. Do we also take off Aribo? We do. Samuel Wadozi's going to come on. So this is very much a game where the defence is winning it for us, isn't it? Obviously, the goal from Livramento, but defensively, Bella Kotchap, Kaleta Carr, Walker Peters, all playing pretty well. Lavia as well on a 7.5, which is ridiculously high for a Carolero. And that's it. The full-time whistle goes then. A 1-0 win. Livramento screamer is the only difference between us. I'm content, but don't get too comfortable. I do need to have a word with you 3 because you were not very good. You didn't play very well. Oh, and annoyingly, Lavia has picked up an injury, so he's out for 1 to 2 days, so that's actually not terrible. I want to have a quick look, actually, at Romeo Lavia. Or Romeo Lavia, not Romeo. He's getting a lot better, isn't he? At the start of the season, he wasn't as good as Diallo. Now I reckon he is better than Diallo by a fair distance. In fact, we can compare the two, and they are slightly different players, I guess. But mentally, Lavia is up there. He's definitely better mentally, apart from a couple of little bits here. I mean, actually, when you look at the averages, they are bang smack the same across the board. The only difference is Lavia is a bit heavier than Diallo, which, sure, I mean, that doesn't mean anything, does it? Does it mean anything? We've now got an 8-day wait to play Leicester City at home. Last time we met, it was a 1-1 draw, and Ibrahima Diallo was the man to score the goal. So let's go forward then to the Leicester game. For match number 2 of the episode then, Leicester City at home. It is going to be Omlin, Livramento, Bella Kotchap, Chileta Sarr and Walker Peters in defence. Lavia, Onyeka and Ward-Prowse. I haven't rearranged these. These should be that way round. That's what we want to go with. Aribo and Armstrong on the wings. Shea Adams leading the line for us today. Also, as part of this episode, hopefully we're going to get our youth intake soon. We're in March, that is when we're expecting to get it, and we're expecting a 5-star youth intake. So, we're going to hopefully see that in today's episode as well. And by hopefully, I mean we will see it in today's episode. I'm just hoping that we actually have some good players in it. Because last season, or last year's Football Manager, you get a 5-star intake and you get one player who might be able to break into your first team, if you're lucky. Now, are Leicester as bad in this as they are in real life? They do have Danny Ward in goal. They've still got Vardy. They've still got Ndidi, they've still got Tielemans, they've still got Soyuncu, they've still got... I mean, it's not a terrible side, is it? Danny Ward is questionable, but then again, we did start the season with Gavin Bazunu, who is also questionable. It's Johnny Evans with the ball. Soyuncu, number 4, plays it forward to Tielemans. We need to get there first, and we do. Walker Peters is the man. Chileta Sarr, back to Kyle Walker Peters, reverted to a left-back once Tino Livramento basically returned from his long-term injury. It is Leicester, though, holding on at the moment. Passing it around inside their own half. We're putting the pressure on. But are we actually going to steal the ball? It would be nice if, we got near it. We do get near it. There we go. Lavia is the man to do so. Runs towards goal. Doesn't need any support. And it's a deflected effort into the hands of Danny Ward in goal. That wasn't really a highlight. Livramento with a throw for us. Deep in our territory, though. Gets it back from Bella Kotchap. He's going to go for a run. Is he going to get another goal today? Do you think it's going to happen? I don't think it's going to happen, but, we can dream. Onyeka towards Adam Armstrong. Keeps it in play. Still not scoring anywhere near as many goals as he should be. He's got an XG of 8 for the season, and he scored very few goals. He scored 2 goals, and that is his second goal of the season. We take the lead against Leicester. 31 minutes played. Like I said in the last match, now all we need to do is hold on. That is probably the first time in about 10 matches where Armstrong has been in that position and hasn't ballsed up the chance. Normally, he'll hit it wide, he'll kick it straight into the keeper, he'll smash it so hard that he breaks the crossbar in half, but this time, he actually put it straight past the goalkeeper. We are 1-0 up at half-time. Sure, we'll do that. Everyone seemed to be reasonably happy. Chileta Sarr not playing amazingly on a 6.4, Ward-Prowse on a 6.6, Aribo on a 6.6 as well. Free kick for Ward-Prowse is a bit of a distance out. I think he did try and shoot that, Adams keeps it in play. Aribo's going to not get there, actually. I thought he was going to get there first. Lavia controls it. Takes a number of touches. Goes off towards the corner flag. Get the cross in, buddy. He's crossed it to Walker Peters. Okay, fair enough. Walker Peters, long-range effort. And this time it's the fullback on the opposite side to score an absolute screamer. That was postage stamp stuff. Right into the top corner. Not a chance for Danny Ward. 2-0 up against Leicester. Right, we need to look at doing some changes. 67 minutes, I think, is on the clock. So Aribo's going to come off. We're going to do a Dozy. We're winning the game. I want to get some of the youngsters like a Dozy, like a Larios, getting them match time, because then hopefully that's going to make them improve. Larios is going to come on for the goal scorer, Carl Walker-Peters. Do we bring on any other children, which is Sekumara? Yes, we do. Into the final 10 minutes. Are we going to get ourselves a third, or is it going to remain 2-0? And this 2-0 will keep us on course for Champions League qualification in the first season, which either I'm the best Football Manager player you've ever seen, or there's something not quite right with the beta. So 29 games played, we are still up in 4th place. Wolves have done us a massive favour by beating Arsenal, which means we are 3 points clear. Newcastle have a game in hand, which I imagine is probably tomorrow. It is... When is it going to be? It's not even tomorrow. When's their game in hand? It's against Wolves on the 3rd of April. Or did I miss them? Have I missed Newcastle? I mean, they've got a game in hand for some reason. Fair enough, whatever. We are now 4th place in the table. We're going to go forward until our Champions League. I'm all excited about the Champions League. Until our youth intake comes in, which is going to come in the next 20 days. So we've got no matches until 20 days' time. So it's going to come before the Man City game, hopefully. Here we are then. 16th of March, 8 o'clock in the morning. Actually, technically midnight, apparently, this piece of news came in. We have our youth intake. And we have an elite talent in Theophilus Nweke. Could be his name. I've not clicked on any of these. Is Nweke any good? I mean, mentally, he's pretty decent. I mean, he's definitely someone that you'd want to sign. Kenneth Emmanuel. He looks interesting. But he might be one of those players that by the time he's 18, 19, he's hit his peak. And he's not far away from that already. But he, again, looks reasonably tasty. Ben Gillies. Is that his name? That's what I'm going to call him. He doesn't look anything special. High work rate and teamwork. Everything else is pretty poor. Hector Banfield looks quite interesting as well. Aerially, he's very good for a 15-year-old attacking midfielder, which I'm not quite sure that's where we're going to be playing him. Arguably, he's the type of player that we could train up to be a centre-back. It's a weird thing. It's the type of thing that I like to do, and I think I might do that as an experiment. He's not very fast, but he is 6'2" and actually reasonable in the air. His tackling is only 6, but his finishing is only 6 as well. I think Hector's going to be a centre-back. He's got 5 positioning. Shouldn't be a problem. Moving further down the list then, Andy Evans is another player that we've got in. We've got Gajeski, could be his name. He doesn't look too bad, does he? Roman Gajeski. I'm liking the look of him. We've got Liam Walsh, who centre-back might be okay. He's not going to be as good as Hector, is he? Jerry Brinkhurst as a right-back. I mean, we're starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel here. Ahmed Al-Fahad, he's fast and can dribble. He might be alright, 16-year-old Saudi with a beard, which is very impressive. Good job, you. I think he's only just turned 16 as well, like a month ago. So I think he might be alright. I think there could be something there. And then I imagine the further down this list we go, they're just getting worse and worse. Daban, goalkeeper, not actually awful, really. Max Thompson doesn't look too bad, but they're saying 2-star potential ability, so he's probably near his peak already. And the final one we'll take a look at is Nikolai Funch Hansen, a 16-year-old Danish left winger, who I think he might be alright. He's got lots of 9s. There's lots of 9s, 8s, 9s, 6s and 7s, so if he bumps those up into double figures, he's going to look like a very good footballer, but he might not be very good. He's one of those, he's a bit deceptive, I think. There's going to be lots of 10s and 11s in his game, which is going to make him look a lot better than he actually is. But, I think he might be alright. You never know with these things. So after they said we were going to have a 5-star intake, we've got a 3-star intake. Nweke is the best one, I think, by a fair distance. He's arguably not too far off getting chances sort of in cup competitions in the first team, and he's only 15. He's soon to be 16. So, I mean, I do like Nweke. Is he part English? He's part English and part German, apparently. Fair enough. That is going to do it for this episode. Next episode, I think we might do the final few games of the season. We might actually do Fulham and Bournemouth, because I think... Did we play Brentford on camera already? Or did we play Bournemouth? We played Bournemouth on camera, didn't we? We played Bournemouth on camera. So, we might do Fulham and Brentford as the final 2 matches of this season. It's going to be a bunch of games in between the episodes as well. City is going to be tough. Villa, we might be able to win that. We drew 1-1 last time. Brighton, we can win that one. Forest, we should win that one. Liverpool, we're going to lose. Spurs, we're probably going to lose. If we are still up around 4th place come the end of the season, which in theory we should be, this has been a massively successful season so far. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll be back next time with the final few games of Season 1 of our Southampton Beta Save. Thanks for watching.